Dear students, welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. Myself Snehal Mane, teaching you maths for grade 6. In the previous class we have studied about the different divisibility rules, then we have seen the common factors, common multiples. We have solved many examples from the previous exercise, and we are going to start the new exercise. In that also we have solved few examples. Let us continue those. So, question number 6. Find all the prime factors of the given number. Okay, 1729. We have to find all the prime factors of this number and arrange them in ascending order. Now, state the relation, if any, between two consecutive prime numbers. Okay. So, let us see the number 1729. We have to find the prime factors for this following number. So we will take the first number as 2. It will be a very small number. So, let us take 7. 7 2s are 14. 7 2s are 14. So, 17 minus 14. What comes? 17 minus 14? 3. It becomes 32. 17 minus 14, it comes 3. So, when we add here, it becomes 32. So, now 7 4s are 28. 7 4s are 28. 32 minus 28 is 4. So, it comes here 4 and the number becomes 49. The number becomes 49. So, 7 7s are 49. 7 7s are 49. So, let us see next. Now, we will take 13 because we have to take only the prime factors. So, 13 1s are 13 and 24 minus 13. 13 1s are 13. 24 minus 13, we got 11 and the number becomes 117. The number becomes 117. So, 13 9s are 117. Okay. Now, 19 is a prime number. So, we have to take here 19. 19 1s are 19. Okay. So, the prime factors for the given number is 7 into 13 into 19. When we multiply this, we get 1729. Okay. In the question, it is also asked, state the difference between any two consecutive prime factors. The difference between two consecutive prime factors is always 6. Okay. Between these prime factors, between 13 and 7 and 19 and 13, the consecutive, these are the consecutive prime factors, and the difference between this prime factor is 6, as we have solved in the way. Let us see the next example. The product of three consecutive number is always divisible by 6. The product of three consecutive number is always divisible by 6. Verify the statement with the help of some examples. Okay. Now, consecutive means in a sequence. Any three consecutive number we have to take, we have to find whether it is divisible by 6. Okay. So, let us solve it. Let us take three consecutive numbers as 2, 3 and 4. So, these are the consecutive numbers 2, 3 and 4, and we have to find the product. It means we have to multiply. So, 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24. Now, we got the product as 24. Whether 24 is divisible by 6? Yes, it is divisible by 6. Let us take another 3 numbers to verify. So, another 3 numbers that are consecutive are 11, 12 and 13. Now, we will find again the product. So 11 into 12 into 13, we got 1716. It is also divisible by 6. Now what is the rule to find whether the given number is divisible by 6? We have to find that the number should go in 2 stable as well as 3 stable. To find the divisibility rule of 2, we should know that one's place should have the value such that it is divisible by 2. So we have 6, it is divisible by 2. So the number is divisible by 2, and when we find the sum of this number, 1 plus 7 8, 8 plus 1 9, 9 plus 6 15. Okay. So 15, no, 1 plus 7 8, 8 plus 1 9, 15. 15, whether it is divisible by 3? Yes, 3 5s are 15. So the number 1716, it is divisible by 2 as well as 3. So this number can be divisible by 6 also. So in this way we have find out any 3 consecutive number, the product of any 3 consecutive number is always divisible by 6, is always divisible by 6. Let us see next example. The sum of 2 consecutive odd numbers, sum of 2 consecutive odd numbers is divisible by 4. Verify this statement with the help of some examples. Let us see this. Let us take 2 consecutive odd numbers, those are 3 and 5. Then we have to find the sum. The sum is 3 plus 5 is 8. Whether 8 is divisible by 4? Yes, 8 is divisible by 4. Let us take another set of 2 consecutive numbers, odd numbers, that is 17 and 19. 17 and 19. Then find the sum of these 2 consecutive odd numbers. 17 plus 19 is 36, is 36. 36 is again divisible by 4. So we have verified this statement. The sum of 2 consecutive odd numbers is always divisible by 4, is divisible by 4. Next, in which of the following expressions prime factorization has been done? See students, in which of the following expressions prime factorization has been done? Now few examples they have already given and they have find out the prime factors for the same. For 24 we have 2 into 3 into 4. For 56 we have 7 into 2 into 2 into 2. For 70 we have 2 into 5 into 7. Okay. And for 54 we have 2 into 3 into 9. Now by seeing this question, can you tell me for which of the following the prime factorization has been done? Yes, very good. It's B and C. Now tell me why only B and C, why not A and D? Because for prime factorization has been done because 2, 5 and 7, 2, 5 and 7 are prime numbers. Okay. For 24 we have the number 4 also, which is not a prime number, which is not a prime number. In the same way, for the option D, the number 9 is given, which is also again not a prime number. So in the following options, A, we have the 4, which is not a prime number, and for the option D, the factors are given as 9, which is not again a prime number. So we have the prime factorization for only 2 numbers, 56, that is option B, and 70 for option C. Next, determine if the given number is divisible by 45. Given number is divisible by 45. A number will be divisible by 45 if it is divisible by 5 and 9. Okay. Now we have to find whether the given number is divisible by 45. In order to find whether the given number is divisible by 45, we have to see if it is divisible by 5 and 9. Because we get 5 9s of 45, we can distribute it as the number if it is divisible by 5 and 9, then the number can be divisible by 45. So, what is the divisibility rule to find whether the given number is divisible by 5? If the number has 0 in its ones place, if the number has 0 in its ones place, then we can say the number is divisible by 5. Now, for this number we have 0 in its ones place, so therefore, it is divisible by 5. Now, to find divisibility rule for 9, we have to do the sum of the given numbers. So, 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0 is equal to 9, is equal to 9. So, whether 9 is divisible by 9? Yes, 9 is divisible by 9. So, the number is divisible by 9. As we have find out, the number is divisible by 5 and also by 9. So, therefore, we can say that it is divisible by 5 and 9 together. It is divisible by 5 and 9 together. So, it is divisible by 45. So, it is divisible by 45. Next example, 18 is divisible by both 2 and 3. Okay? 18 is divisible by both 2 and 3 because we have 8 in its ones place. So, it is divisible by 2 and 8 plus 1 is 9, 9 is divisible by 3. So, 18 is divisible by both 2 and 3. So, we can say if it is divisible by 2 and 3, it is also divisible by 6. It is also divisible by 6 because according to the rule to find the divisibility by 6, 2 and the number should be divisible by 2 and 3. So, here 18 is divisible by 2 and 3. So, it is the number is divisible by 6 also. Similarly, a number is divisible by 4 and 6. A number is divisible by 4 and 6. Can we say that the number must also be divisible by 24? For example, 18, we want to find the divisibility of 18. So, we have find the number is divisible by 2 and 3, and when we multiply 2 into 3, we got 6. 6 is also divisible by 18. Now, we have to find out if a number is divisible by 4 and 6, can we say that number is divisible by 24? Why 24? Because 4 6 are 24. 4 6 are 24. Now, we have to find out this by seeing an example. A number which is divisible by 4 and 6 is not divisible by 24. Okay? How we can tell that? See here, 12. 12 is divisible by 4 because 4 3s are 12 and 12 is also divisible by 6. 12 is also divisible by 6. So, 6 2s are 12. Now, what we have to find whether 12 is divisible by 24 or no. So, whether 12 is divisible by 24? No, 12 it is not divisible by 24 because it is the greater number. So, as it is given, a number which is divisible by 4 and 6 is not divisible by 24. It cannot be divisible by 24. Next, I am the smallest number having 4 different prime factors. I am the smallest number having 4 different prime factors. We have to find the number. How we have to find the number? They have given a clue that the number is the smallest number. Number is the smallest number having 4 different prime factors. Having 4 different prime factors. So, we have to find the number. So, we have to take 4 smallest prime numbers. What are the 4 smallest prime numbers? 2, 3, 5 and 7 are the 4 smallest prime numbers. So, to find the number, we have to multiply these prime factors. We have to multiply these prime factors. After multiplying 2 into 3 into 5 into 7, we get 210. We get 210. So, therefore, we can tell that the smallest number having 4 different prime factors is 210. 210. Okay, now we have completed the exercise 3.5. We have completed the exercise 3.5. All the students have to practice all the examples and solve it in your rough book so that you can easily understand the concept. Let us move to our next concept, that is long division method. Long division method. In this method, we divide the number by prime numbers. In this method, we divide the number by prime numbers like 2, 3, 5, 7. We can take different prime numbers in this order repeatedly as long as the quotient is divisible by that number. As long as quotient is divisible by that number. Let us see one example to find out. See, now the number is 96. The number is 96. We have to divide it by using the method called long division method. It's a long division method. So, the first prime factor that we have to take is 2. It is 2. So, 2 fours are 8. 9 minus 1, 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. So, the number becomes 1 and 6, 16. 16. So, 2 8s are 16. 2 8s are 16. Now, we got 48. We have to take 48 and divide 48 again. So, let us take again 2 because 48 is divisible by 2. So, 2 2s are 4 and 2 4s are 8. 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8. Now, this 24 again we are going to divide it. So, 2 1s are 2 and 2 2s are 4. Okay. Now, we will divide again this 12. 12, 2 6s are 12. Now, we have to divide this 6. Let us take this 6 here. 2 3s are 6. 2 3s are 6. Now, we have the number 3. So, 3 is not divisible by 2. So, we have to take the next prime number. We have to take the next prime number, that is 3. So, 3 1s are 3. 3 1s are 3. Now, we have got the 1. Okay. So, our division is completely done. Now, see, we have to take all the factors. We have to take all the factors from which numbers we have multiplied to the number. So, here the first is 2 and then next is 2, here 2, then here it is also 2, 2 and 3. When we multiply all these numbers, we get 96. We get 96. Now, we are going to see about highest common factor. The HCF of 2 or more number is the greatest common among their common factors. The HCF of 2 or more numbers. When we are finding the HCF, we need to have 2 or more numbers and then we have to find the common factor and then the highest among the common factor. So, the HCF of 2 or more numbers is the greatest number among their common factors. HCF is also called as GCD. It's another name for HCF. It is called as GCD. The full form of GCD is greatest common divisor. Greatest common divisor. So, let us see about highest common factor in detail. Methods of HCF. So, to do HCF or to find GCD, that is highest common factor or greatest common divisor, we have three different methods. The first one is common factor method, prime factor method and division method. So, these are three different methods. So, we are going to see about all these different methods one by one in detail. Common factor method. In this method, we find all the common factors of the numbers and then find the greatest common factor amongst them. What we do in this method? First we find the factors, then we find the common factor among the number, and then we find the highest of the common factor. So, this is the method which is called as common factor method. So, let us see example how to solve it. Example, to find the HCF, that is highest common factor of 15 and 45. To find this, we have to first find the factors of 15 and 45 separately. So, we find the factors here as factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5 and 15. These are the factors of 15. The factors of 45 are 1, 3, 5, 9, 15 and 45. So, these are the factors of 45. As we have find out now the factors of 15 and factors of 45, now we are going to find the common factor among this. So, the common factor are 1, 3, 5 and 15. The common factors are 1, 3, 5 and 15. We have to take only the common factors. The factors, those are not common, so we have to keep it aside. So, these are the common factors. Now, you can tell students the factors 1, 3, 5, 15, among this which is the highest one? Yes, very good, 15 is the highest one. So, we have find out the largest common factor becomes the HCF, and the HCF of 15 and 45 is 15. The HCF for the given number 15 and 45 is 15. So, in this way we find the highest common factor. Now, we will see the method of finding HCF by prime factor method. This is the another method which we call it as prime factor method. Let us see example. HCF of 24 and 44. Now, we have to find the HCF of 24 and 44. We first express 24 as the product of its prime numbers. We then express 44 as the product of its prime numbers. We have to first find the factors by using prime factors. Let us see here. First, we will find the factor of 24. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Okay. Now, the number is 12. Let us divide this number again by 2. 2 6s are 12. 6 is the number. Let us divide it again. 2 3s are 6. Then next 3. 3 1s are 3. See students, we all have taken here prime numbers. So, we express this product as its prime number in the way as 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Where we got this from? We got this from here. 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Same we have to follow it for this number, for 44. Let us divide it. 44. 2 2s are 4. 2 2s are 4. Now, we got 22. Let us take again the other prime number, that is 2. 2 11s are 22. Now, 11 it goes in only 11's table. So, let us take 11 1s are 11, which is again a prime number. Now, we have got the prime factors, we will express this as a product in the way 2 into 2 into 11. It is given here 2 into 2 into 11. Now, we got 24, 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, and for 44 we got 2 into 2 into 11. Now, as we have find the common prime factors for 24 and 44 are as follows. Now, we will take the common among these 24 and 44. The common are 2 and 2, and here again the second one is 2 and 2. Now, in this case what we have to do to find HCF, we have to take these 2 common as only 1, 2. We have 2 and 2 as common, but we are taking only 2 here, okay. And again we have common 2 in 24 and 44. We will take these 2 as only 1, 2. Here we have 1 common 2 and here we have 1 common 2. So, 2 into 2 is 4. 2 into 2 is 4. So, we find the HCF in this way. So, we have completed to find HCF in 2 different ways, and we will see about the HCF we can find in different way in the next class. So, I request all the students to practice these methods and also solve few examples which are given in your textbook in the try these sums. You can understand the concept. Thank you, students.